Friends, world today is passing through a very dangerous state. If you look at the situation in the country and across the world, there are nations where wars are taking place. There are nations where wars are likely to take place. But more disturbing than the simple wars is the people who are behind those wars. Weapon sellers, fundamentalists, power-hungry, power brokers, land grabbers, and whatnot. In a civilized society, all of them can be called as criminal-minded people. The issue we want to discuss is, can world be at peace if those in power or have some way to control power at local, at national, at international levels, adopt to unlawful methods to come to power, to retain power, to destroy those who do not allow such criminal, antisocial activities. There are three cases we want to discuss. First, international. If media reports and TV are to be believed, there are nations who are supposed to be going for a war and World War was supposed to take place. But what is actually happening? The smaller nations, the weaker nations who went to war are fighting for their own survival, and stronger ones are supplying weapons to both sides, neither to let the war finish nor to control it. They are fueling the war. Look at the national level. Elections, power in the states, power at center, everybody wants it. But having democracy in the country, winning it through the election is one part. But by forming unholy associations, using illegal methods to suppress those who expose unlawful activities, criminal designs for gaining power and retaining power, murdering people, killing people, inciting people to commit suicides, etc., etc., etc. There is a law and order agency. They don't seem to take any cognizance because probably without power they are also helpless. Law maintaining agencies are themselves part of the unlawful activity, hence there is no one to whom you can go. Probably only place left is the armed forces who are away from all this yet. The countries who have brought in armed forces have gone to dictatorships. India luckily is not that type and has never faced that situation throughout the history of the nation. So that situation is not likely to allow. But the properly elected government has to call armed forces to control unlawful activities if the state law administration fails or does not want to support. That can be a dangerous situation. The third issue, the women, the children, the elderly are suffering. Women get divorced, get raped, get thrown out of the homes, and there are some communities where women are not even cared for. They can just be thrown out at a whim of a male, while in others there is still some sanctity and some hope that mothers are respected, wives are respected, sisters are respected, ladies are respected. In societies where that respect is missing, where children are used being weak and tortured, elderly are thrown out of homes, not provided protection, not given relief, not taken care of. Those who had produced, those who are in power or coming to power or wanting to use today the society, their parents are suffering. Those living, enjoying life, their parents are suffering. Many children have killed their parents for property, money, and whatnot. In such a situation, what can be done? That is the issue. Law exists, but law enforcement agencies are not reliable. Hence, where do you go? If allowed, it can go into anarchy. Those powerful can take law in their own hands, like it used to be in the olden days. The Robin Hoods, the dacoits, and terrorists, anti-law, anti-social, and all that. That happens when law does not respect or allow lawful activities to be conducted or respected. Where is the hope? Yes, there is a hope. That is why we are discussing. Corona is a criminal result or result of a criminal activity, and world is suffering. No lawmaking, no law enforcing, no power in the world can stop it. Therefore, there is someone beyond the human world who still has control on the affairs of the matter. In the philosophy, we call God, we call the divine power, we call him or her as the savior or savior of the mankind. The philosophy gives it a name as spiritualism, and probably adopting to spiritual path, making all those suffering spiritually awakened, making them self-realized, enlightened. Society can empower the weak to protect themselves. The proposal or the proposition we are making is meditation, resorting to spiritual paths, not the fundamentalist paths, not following a religious fundamentalism or following a religion for power hungry or for suppressing others, but following spirituality for everyone. Vasundharaye Kutumbam. Everyone is part of a universal society. Everybody has a right for freedom, right to live, right to grow, right for happiness and joy. That meditation, which respects every human being, that is spirituality which treats every human as human and not a person belonging to A nation, A community, B community, A religion, B religion. No. No religion, no community, no nation, only a human being. If we can follow this path of spirituality and empower the weak by giving them self-realization, by making them aware of the power of the divine, we can save the weak, the women, the children, the elderly from torture due to neglect by those who are powerful today. Therefore, such proposition we have practiced, we have seen, we have found there are many methods of meditation, but best which we have seen and practiced after trying all others is Sahaj Yoga. Sahaj Yoga meditation can empower women, children, elderly, even youth who want peace and happiness in achieving divine protection, in achieving shield from crimes and criminal activities, become powerful to save themselves but not harm anybody. Without harming anybody, protect themselves. That is the meditation we recommend. This is the path for universal religion. This is the path for universal brotherhood, sisterhood. This is the path for a international civilization. May God bless all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.